Welcome back to The Express at the Tri-Cities Wheel to Heal fundraiser. Now, this is a fundraiser for the Eagle Ridge Hospital Foundation. We're going to meet one of the many passionate volunteers who's helping make today a success. Although for Kelly Hobbs, it's not just about today. Biking and giving are part of her everyday.
I've been riding for a long time. 5 years ago, I rode with Lance Armstrong, which was a very big thrill.
For organizers, Kelly Hobbs couldn't be a better person to have on board.
She has so much energy and passion for this cause. She has gone out and gotten so many sponsors within the cycle industry.
We have brought on Cannondale, Norco, Trek, Giant, Chariot.
All giants within the cycling industry.
We also encourage every person who comes into our store to participate, even 2-year-olds. We have a 2-year-old participating this year.
Her unique position here gives her direct access to Coquitlam's cycling community.
It's very active. We have best cycling around. We have Coco Trail, which is actually part of the ride. We have paved cycling paths. We have road racers. We've got everything.
During the race, Kelly and her team will also be playing an important role.
We do helmet checks and we do bike safety checks for all the bikes that go in the ride. And I also have a team as well. We've raised over $4,000 to participate in this ride. My husband and I go on cycling trips every year. Last year we rode London to Paris. This year we're training for Tuscany.
But for Kelly, the 80 kilometers she'll be enduring this year carries extra meaning.
Okay, are we good? For a lot of years I looked after a lot of people that didn't really look after themselves very well. I think an event like this helps bring to light how you need to stay fit, keep your heart healthy so that you don't end up in the hospital.
She was a nurse for 25 years and a year and a half ago, a patient. For Kelly, it's important that this event succeeds.
I was in a car accident a while ago and had some pretty big back surgery a few years ago. It certainly makes you aware of how equipment is so essential to good health care. We need to make sure that we've got everything we need to look after everyone the best we can. I want to see every age group in our community riding, walking, doing anything to stay healthy. The more fit you are, the more fun you have.
In Coquitlam, I'm Peter Kim for The Express.
Cabs Westwood Cycle is a huge part of the community of Coquitlam, and you can find out more about them at their website. It's time now on The Express to head to the community of UBC. And biking is such a part of their culture that they even have a bike kitchen.
What brought you here to the bike kitchen today?
I have a bike that I need to do some minor changes on, and so this is a great place to just come by.
Rasmus Tissner is like a lot of students here at UBC. He relies on his bike every day. The bike kitchen here on campus serves up some great fixins.
They've got all the tools. They're very supportive, help out a lot.
You should always keep the axle in straight because if it's not, you'll bend it. There's 40,000 people who go to school or live or work here, and if we assume that even like a fraction of them commute by bicycle, this is what we service. The clientele is mostly commuters, a lot of professors and students and staff.
Campus is really big, so it's really time consuming to walk from one end of campus to the other, and my classes are very far apart, so I really need my bike.
We're a full-service retail bike shop, but we're also a community shop, so we do a plethora of things. We do your normal repairs for customers. We also offer instruction, so customers can come in and we'll teach them how to fix their own bikes. And then we're also a recycling depot for all your used bikes or old parts or stuff like that.
So convenient. I'm not mechanical, but my bike breaks often, so I've come here a few times now to get them to deal with my problems.
Yvonne is a cyclist herself and started working at the kitchen while she was still in school.
I started by being really interested in bikes, and so the Bike Kitchen offers a bunch of programs after hours for students. I took one of the programs and found out that I was really interested in the mechanics, and it's been like that ever since.
She's one of 5 mechanics in this shop.
A lot of us used to be students and now I've graduated and just stuck around, so we're all professional mechanics, but we started with some sort of affiliation to UBC.
It might be a bit more. It is rewarding to have taught someone something and, you know, save them a couple of bucks too.
The Bike Kitchen serves up quality fixes at a student-friendly price.
Essentially all of our labor rates are a lot cheaper across the board than most shops. So because we are a student, we're student run, student owned, and our primary objective is to serve students.
The crew says Yvonne is one reason why the shop is still open.
She's definitely brings a lot of cohesiveness to the space. She's the one who takes care of everything that's behind the scenes. So without her, this place would shut down.
It's great to see people come in who didn't think that they could work on their own bike, and we show them one thing and that leads to another, and then they feel really confident about riding. So it's good to instill that confidence in people.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that.
I hope that we'll continue to grow, and basically that more students will be aware that we're around and use our services, because we're definitely here to serve them.
At UBC, I'm Melanie Pineda for The Express.
The Bike Kitchen is currently looking for mechanics to work during the summer, so if you're interested, Yvonne says that you can drop by, and you can find all the contact info at thebikekitchen.com. And stay with us, because we have lots of ideas on how you can bond with your bike this summer coming up. Up next, Coquitlam's mayor talks active living.
Our local community of all ages is really active in this park and throughout our community, and we try to encourage that. So watching a bunch of cyclists go by on the road, I want people in Coquitlam to realize that they can continue to get active in any way they can.
I'm planning a trip around North America. I'm going to be riding my bike across Canada and then down to New Orleans.
Poco's Evan Moore preps for a North American tour. The Express. This is your local voice. Welcome back to The Express at the Wheel to Heal fundraiser in Coquitlam.
Well, we avidly support our local hospital, and we want to do what we can. And so, City of Coquitlam and the surrounding area is out today in full force to try to make sure we can raise some money for the Eagle Ridge Hospital Foundation. Healthcare in this community is really important to us, and supporting our local hospital.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you all out here today to enjoy Coquitlam.
Fabulous day for an event like this. Great energy around here. Are you itching to get on a bike yourself?
Oh, I would love to get back on a bike, and looking forward to it. I was in a car accident about 8 years ago and had to give up the bike, and was an avid cyclist. I'm ready to get back on a bike. I've found a recumbent bike that I can use, and I'm looking forward to it. We actually have a program called Active Coquitlam. We're in the middle of Town Center Park here, which is made up entirely of opportunities for activity, for physical activity, a lot of sports fields, but also walking trails. And our local community of all ages is really active in this park and throughout our community, and we try to encourage that. So watching a bunch of cyclists go by on the road, I want people in Coquitlam to realize that they can continue to get active in any way they can.
Up next, another creative fundraiser for the Eagle Ridge Hospital Foundation. But there's a twist with this one. This fundraiser is going to be changing the life of the fundraisee.
Cycling around Port Coquitlam, Evan Moore takes in the familiar sights and sounds of his community.
Hello again. Cycling's meant everything to my life. It's grown from a hobby to a passion.
But Evan will soon take his passion on the road to embark on very unfamiliar territory.
I'm planning a trip around North America. I'm going to be riding my bike across Canada and then down to New Orleans, up back to Kansas City, down and then up the West Coast.
He'll be traveling far and wide on the year-long journey, but the purpose of his trip is close to home.
We're at Eagle Ridge Hospital right now. This is where I'm going to be raising the money for, and this is a place where I've come when I've had my accidents. It's a great lifeline for the local community, so it's a good place to raise money for.
While Evan focuses on the well-being of his community back home, his mom is focused on his well-being on the road.
Safety-wise, I'm a mom, so I'm concerned about the safety more than anything, but I think it's going to be an exciting experience for him. How about the Band-Aids?
Yeah, I got the Band-Aids.
And the cycling adventure has come as no surprise to Evan's family.
Right from the time he was able to get on anything with wheels, he was on something with wheels, and it's what he wants to do to bring him to the next level of maturity as well, and that is to learn to be independent, and he's going to learn how to do that on a bike.
With his life stuffed into 6 bags, his bike, and the open road, Evan's ready for the experience of a lifetime.
I think it'll make me a better person, a more grounded person. One thing I've always heard growing up is the hardest thing is to simplify your life, so hopefully this is something that will simplify my life for me.
First stop, Newfoundland. Let the trek begin. I'm Lenarduzzi in Port Coquitlam for The Express.
Evan's hoping to raise $23,000 for the Eagle Ridge Hospital Foundation with his North American cycling tour. You can follow his journey online and donate at his website. Now, how about you? Are you ready to get on your bike? Because we have some ideas for cycling in the city. June 2010 marks the 15th anniversary of the annual Heel and Wheel-a-thon for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of Canada. Join the thousands of Canadians across the country who'll be using their heels or wheels to raise money to find a cure for IBD. With the Grape Escape, cyclists spend 2 days pedaling through the scenic Fraser Valley with visits to great local wineries. Riders must raise a minimum of $250 to take part in the event, and money raised supports MS research and vital services for people living with MS. Enjoy a full family biking event, including kids events, BMX events, demo bikes, guided rides, and self-guided rides. The North Shore Bike Fest will also feature food and a beer garden. And that's it for today's cycling special from the Wheel to Heel event in Coquitlam. I'm Johanna Ward, and on behalf of all of us on The Express, thanks so much for watching. We hope you join us next time. And in the meantime, we're going to leave you with a look at some cycling art in the city.